This is going to be the start of my telling you about my clocks, and this is going to be starting with this Seth Thomas Roxbury here and what I find interesting about it. The most interesting thing to me is how the thing works. It's rather unorthodox, really. That electric motor does three things: moves the hands, and winds the chime mainspring and the strike mainspring continuously while it's running, obviously. And the mainsprings don't wind up all the way. They're called brace end mainsprings, and they only wind to a certain tension, and they slip around the outside of the barrel. If they wound up all the way, it'd put too much stress on the motor, which isn't the most, it doesn't have the most torque in it. So yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, a tip for these type, they have a fiber gear in them. Actually three, my bad, three. And those do need oil put on them. Most of the time you don't oil the gears, but those are an exception. Especially the fiber gear right next to the motor, because if you run it without oil, it eventually will chew up the teeth and there will be nothing left of them. Or, well, you get the point. So yeah, and another unorthodox thing about this movement, it doesn't have your traditional fans that slow down the strike. It has, let me try to think of what they're called. Eddy current gears. I don't know how many of you know what those are, but they can, and it has two magnets that cooperate with those eddy current discs, so you can speed up the strike or slow it down by moving those magnets outwards to speed it up or inwards to slow it down. That's another neat feature. On the traditional 124, you can't really do that unless you get a bigger fly. So that's another neat feature. This was way ahead of its time. And the Sangamo motor in this clock is 82 years old and still works. How much made today will be around 82 years from now? That depends. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, share, all the jazz. I'd love to have you on the channel. Bye-bye.